Woohoo!
Hello.
Nexus Lives podcast thing.
Number one.
Okay.
The
Try again.
first.
It's a Nexus Live podcast.
It's a
What?
podcast with Nexus Lives.
Can you say anything without stuttering?
What? How could you?
Listen. We're gonna do it. Let's do it right.
We're gonna do it right.
But we already started. We are doing it right now.
It's begun, as Shang Tsung would say. It's a true fact.
At
So
the party,
tell us
at the
what
party
you're-
last night, we were
So-
watching some crappy riff tracks, and Shang Tsung was in there somewhere. We're like, wait a minute, that's Shang Tsung, and like someone next to me was like, "Yep." We're all okay with this. That guy.
Exactly. Completely okay with this. So,
What are you doing, Charles?
yeah, what are you doing?
Something I should have done 17 years ago when I got this bass.
Man's got a bass, and he's doing something they should have done 17 years ago.
I'm
Changing your strings, because if
No.
you're, I mean, it would make sense with you being a bass player that would be how you would change your strings.
well. Yes, thank you. No, when I first got the guitar, there was like a sheet of plastic over the fretboard, and like an idiot child, I just like ripped the plastic off. But over the years, I just thought, oh, it'll slough off eventually. And I just like try to pick it at every now and then because it would like stick out around the nuts, around the screws. Sorry. And now that I have a screwdriver in hand and I'm thinking about it, I'm like actually pulling the screws out and getting the little bits of plastic that have been in there ever since I've had the guitar.
I think it's funny that they put plastic over the pick guard, because it's like they do know what it's for, right?
That is the most important part
But then they
of the guitar.
clearly.
Clearly.
The plastic onto the pick guard so it doesn't go anywhere. So now I have to pull the screws out, clean them up, and like take them out of the out of like the holes.
Let the pick guard get scratched, Charles.
I've also found out that this screw is a little stripped. I don't know how. I've never messed with this ever.
Let me see you stripped.
Thank you. Wow. Really? You're the one who's gonna. Of all the people in this room that would quote Rammstein, you. Well, I guess that wasn't originally Rammstein, but you sang it as till
Yeah. I love that.
that video.
Yeah.
They just used that stock video footage of like the Olympic Games, and all these naked people dancing around. It's fantastic.
Exactly. Kelsey drinking her heart attack in a can.
So wait, why are we here?
Brought to you by Rain.
Dude, no.
Of blood!
Of blood?
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. We could probably do that all day.
Gotta hit up an octave.
Okay,
Exactly.
now go on to the really fast part.
Perfect.
Okay.
We'll edit that all together into a compilation, and we'll be famous on the interwebs.
Was that what we're doing now?
It'll be like kazoo version of Inner Sandman, and then Charles a cappella.
What else could I mess with while I have a
Rain and
screwdriver
blood.
in my hand that I just like irreparably damaged my guitar?
Sweet. So what is your axe that you have there?
This is a Fender Jazz 1960s Jazz reissue. Made in Mexico.
Ooh.
Get a little political. I would not be able to get this if there was a wall.
Nothing says
Well, probably, but
metal
you can have
like
this
a
back.
Fender Jazz bass.
I'll make it work. That's what the dark glass pedal's for.
Jack!
You scared the dog.
No,
Oh, no.
he just fell into your case. He was like, I'm
Taking
going to
him
slide
home, I
off
guess.
now.
Well, chihuahuas are graceful, as you will learn if you own one.
Like
Who were
me.
trying to teach you about
Like
chihuahuas?
a swan.
Do we have a mission statement? Why are we doing this podcast?
Because
Should I be wearing?
people need to
For
know
the
who we
people!
are. For the people.
For the fans!
The fans.
What do the fans want?
They want to know why you have eyes all of a sudden.
Well, that's a shame. For the fans, I don't. I am a sighted individual and human.
In a typical bass player fashion, he forgot his blindfold, even though he was told to bring it.
Did I?
Well, why isn't it on?
Why
It's
did you
literally
start
within
the
reach
bus-
this whole time.
Like a bass player, he forgets that he has things that are in his possession.
Oh, I didn't forget. I just didn't remind you when I just didn't put it on.
In typical bass player fashion, not a team player.
No. I also didn't practice before practice today. Isn't that what practice is for?
Well, it's more like it's not really practice as it is tracking our actual like EP.
Take this opportunity to plug our EP that's in the works. Well, not all brand new.
No.
4 mostly brand
Three.
new.
Mostly brand
3 new songs. 1 already exists as a single, which is
like
Relic.
So that's coming to you soon.
Soon.
As soon as we get the money together to get that mixed and mastered.
Mixed and mastered.
And
What did
then
I say?
we'll be working on a new music video.
New music video. Possibly 2.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I spoke to a drummer the other
You
day.
did. We don't have a drummer currently. What's up?
Molly,
You should
our friend
audition
Molly
to be our drummer.
of Honorable Demons and Ethnic Friends messaged me on Facebook and said this. She linked me to a guy.
Yeah.
Who said he was looking for something new to do. So I slid into his DMs and told him who I was and that we were interested. I don't think I've heard back from him yet. I have to check my Facebook.
Oof. I guess we're not good enough for him.
Probably not. I mean, that was Thursday and now it's Sunday, so. Or no, that was Friday.
Or
But
in
still,
typical musician fashion,
he'll never get.
doesn't actually play music.
I mean, I think he's.
There's probably like
someone who
300
doesn't-
people in the tri-state area.
For someone who doesn't play music, he was very specific on the kinds of music he plays.
Oh, really?
Like punk, hardcore, jazz.
Oh, well then, yeah, we're screwed up. Punk
I
and
don't know.
jazz? How does that work?
I don't know, but we probably shouldn't,
Well, I guess it kind of
talk
makes sense.
too much
that it's
shit
like,
about him in case he ends up hearing
punk, we
this.
do whatever we want
Yeah.
and not in time, and jazz, we do whatever
He's
we
like,
want.
I'm willing to play
in
whatever
time.
these want. But I make their own time. Punk makes their own time and then doesn't follow it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out of frame.
We're not
to put
Justin
this away.
Bieber.
I'm not leaving. I will be right back. As I fall out of this tiny room.
Charles, no.
Well, there's
Sorry,
a coat
Flynn,
here.
no.
There's a coat here that I'm tripping over.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Whose fault is that?
you caught him by the wrong thing. Here I am flailing with
Kelsey.
this. Hold that,
That was a jab at
because
you.
now you got that in front of you.
Take this Eskimo jacket.
Hello.
How are you doing, Kelsey?
I am good. Can't I have a cool
She's
nickname?
doing good.
Oh,
Why?
You were trying to like self-proclaim one for yourself.
What was it?
Was it like
Misato
Cash or something?
Oh, well, yeah, Kesh has been a nickname for a while. I have
Kesh.
Who
like
calls you Cash? 'Cause
27
From my perspective, it just sounds like you just decided to go by Cash.
No, I didn't. In fact, people have been calling me Kesh. It started in junior high, and I was having a sleepover with a friend, and we were very slap happy, and she apparently was too lazy to say the L in my name or any other part of my name, and so she just went Kesh, and then we started laughing hysterically, and then that is what happened. But also, if you say
Fantastic.
my name in Japanese, it's Kerushi. So there's an SH in it, so it makes sense. So, but
boy.
I'm not a weeaboo at all. So,
You're not. Flynn is.
I'm not what?
he
I am
is what? The
A
weebiest.
weeboo.
What? Oh, am I?
Yeah. Otaku for life.
You dog. I should put this on while I'm already on camera. By popular demand, and by popular demand, I mean by demand of Kurt.
Tuesday.
We're doing it.
It's done. Can he see? Well, I mean, that was a pretty educated guess. Can he see this? Okay, he can see. Except he didn't see that coming.
Too fast.
High five.
Yuck. Yuck. Yuck.
This is not Van Tire. This is Cash. This is my civilian clothing.
Didn't you wear that in
Yeah.
the music video?
The
Same.
shirt?
Yeah. I feel like every day you're wearing that shirt.
I do wear this shirt a lot. All right.
If it were band attire, I would be wearing less clothes, I guess, because that's my role in this band.
Well, I mean, it's not too late to take your shirt off.
No, I don't have a cool bra on. It's like a lazy bra. Nobody wants to see that.
That's like the granny panties of the bra world.
Next time.
Next time she'll wear pasties.
And she'll hide them under her shirt. Perhaps a winter jacket. It has gotten pretty cold.
It is very
It has been
chilly.
getting cold. So no, you missed out. People in this area are trying to make us the next big scene now.
Us? Specifically us?
No.
Not us specifically, just bands in the Cincinnati area.
Oh, okay.
Holding this.
'Cause
Well, she's holding
this
it
is
because-
mine now.
Just put it right there in between you two so it picks you up better. Instead of
No.
it just picking you up dominantly. I mean, I can...
Yeah, sit it right next to here. This here emergency in the screwdriver.
Yes, the emergency.
And this pre-game, pre-workout.
So yeah, back on task. Yeah, the
No,
lady.
I didn't know that you went
Ray
also.
Renee. Yeah, of course I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna tell her that I'm playing gay board games instead, like somebody I know with blue hair.
They're not gay.
No, games. Board
Oh,
games.
I thought you said gay. Okay.
No, games are not
gay.
capable of being straight or gay. Not that would matter. Why you gotta bring it up like that? Homophobe.
That is hilarious to call her.
Of all the people here.
Of all three.
Hello.
Oh, no, so
I do not like women at all. Don't message me with all of your women things.
slide into your DMs. I believe is what the kids are saying.
Yes.
Yeah. But back on track. Yeah. No. We went to the first ever meeting for the title pending, the Cincinnati Collective.
Yeah, everybody wanted to call it collective. I love that.
Okay.
They're like, right out the bat, the guy's like, I think we should call this the Collective, and then people are like, yeah, Collective, and then for the whole night, everybody called it the Collective.
Likely that name's taken, but
Most
we went
likely.
to the first meeting of this Cincinnati Music Support Group is what it is, as run by Ray Renee. Shout out. Hello.
Support group.
And you weren't there.
She's busy
I
playing
was
board
playing
games.
Pathfinder. I'm sorry.
No one cares.
Maybe they do. Do you care? Message us in the comments. Like and subscribe.
No one's. Yeah. What do you?
Clearly in the chat here, they say, shut up, Kelsey. Nobody likes Pathfinder. We like Exalted.
Why are you looking at that box with toilet paper on it?
That's my makeshift fake, chat room.
Wow.
Way to break the frickin' wall.
Now I know. So we went to the support group, and we sat in from. Well, I was there at 8:30. I was on time.
Well, I was there at 8:30. I was just in the other parking lot, and I was making my way.
It was a pretty good turnout. What,
It was all
15, 20, somewhere in there. Not 20.
No, it was probably closer to
12,
15.
15,
Yeah.
People showed up and sat in that meeting for. Well, we didn't leave until after 11.
Yeah.
It was late.
It was late.
Talking about flyer, poster share stuff.
Yep.
Maybe making this into a non-profit organization, which was pushed pretty hard. It might happen. I forget his name, but he seemed to know all about how to get it started and just how what needed to be done, how much money we needed to raise.
The guy that was pushing really hard for a collective that stuck was also pushing that.
He just said it once. He's like, "That sounds good," and other people were like, "Yes, that does sound good." But I talked about that and different ideas to contribute to community outreach, basically. Adopt a highway things, doing fundraisers by playing shows, things we do best as musicians. Got some people gung ho about starting a website and all that, and just a lot of things. It's hard to remember off the top of my head.
It seemed like there were a lot of topics being discussed.
Well, it went on for a very long time.
Yeah. I mean, I popped in.
And I contributed almost none, but I was there and I was listening.
Yeah, I was
did
listening.
pop in a little bit and listen because they were live streaming it on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And there were some people online that had also some good feedback as well. So I'm going to keep hawking that Facebook group. You're part of it, right? Mm-hmm. You've seen what's going on.
Yeah.
There's now a Google Skydocs thing where people who were there and people who like provide their email, we could be involved and like, contribute to whatever we have going on there. I haven't looked at it yet, but
Yeah.
other people are like organizing street teams to like, go to like lines at like Bogarts and hand out flyers and stuff like that.
Yeah, they can just hand me some flyers and I'll post them at the Kroger down the road since I'm the only one that's like in Florence.
Oh yeah, we can
area.
we can post like where we're from and like what area we can canvas basically.
Yeah, because everybody else is all around them, like really close to Cincinnati, whereas like I'm like all the way out here, Independence, Kentucky, so I can just slap them around here.
It was funny because the people were really gung ho about that whole like printing off a million flyers.
Well, I will say that if you slap the same flyer like crazy on top of something, I never see that around here. That would probably make me go, what?
That'd be pretty cool. But I thought about it. I was like, well, in my neighborhood, I don't know anywhere I could do that.
I can do it on that Kroger message board. There ain't anything on the one down here.
There you go.
It's literally barren. I just buy some tacks.
If I could just put up a bulletin board on my own front lawn.
Yeah.
Whoosh,
Giant
fill that
bulletin
out.
board.
Yeah, within reason.
I mean,
like
if there's
like a 4x6.
there's a guitar
bulletin
center
board
or
at most.
something, they have bulletin boards you can do there.
just-
It's in the
Gorilla
back, and there's
Bomb.
all kinds of crap on there already that no one sees. It's like in the back by the restrooms that no one knows exists.
Just gorilla bomb some buildings.
Gorilla bomb.
Yeah, just.
What was a gorilla bomb?
I mean,
you just slap it all over the building.
You just
Like
walk
you pull
down
the
a
pen,
street
you
and
throw
just,
it, and like a
bam,
gorilla
bam,
pops
yeah.
out and starts monkeying all over the place.
No.
She's talking about like a guerrilla campaign. So,
Yeah, you just like walk
just-
down a street and
Like
you
a
just
guerrilla
put
radio.
the flyer continually down the street, just like everywhere.
Don't even care. Just slap it everywhere and hope no
Oh yeah,
cops
I
show
could
up.
get. Well, I could get like.
Run away.
Well, we could do that in our neighborhood.
Get a
Just,
staple
like,
gun. Just
staple gun. Flyers on the street posts.
No, the point is that you put it on the house. In several locations on the house. It's better if it's
Someone's
a
house
building.
that isn't my building. Just some
I'm talking
random
about
building.
like work buildings. Like we walk down in Northside.
I'm not trying to get
and-
fired.
From what?
My work.
Oh. Why would you get fired from your work?
Posting a bunch of.
I didn't say your work. I said in Northside.
So vandalism.
Yes.
Right. That was probably
Of
why
course.
that came a little close. Yeah. Okay. That'll probably hold over well.
It'll be fine.
yeah.
That's nothing. That's not like diametrically opposed to like the old Cincinnati, like anti-graffiti, positive graffiti like thing from like the
It
last couple
wouldn't
decades.
harm anything. It's just tape and flyers.
I also thought it was funny. Like this is a little counterproductive, but like we talked about, like doing adopt a highway as like a group. Like so we could pick up all those flyers that get torn and like
Yeah. We'll
then we
pick up
post
our
that.
own flyers.
I guess we like reduce our own footprint, right? But like we might inadvertently be contributing to a mess.
Well,
if we put that much like
on the
paper out there that like eventually like gets loose, falls off, weathers away.
but on the bright side, paper's biodegradable.
Sure. It's still litter.
I've never really understood that though. It's like if it can disintegrate, it's not really litter.
I mean, it takes a while, and like all that ink in there. I don't know. I feel like that's probably
Plus, if it happens, it's like it's more like we just want to make things look clean versus giving even remote crap about the environment because it's like typically paved areas
we don't like
where
it.
it happens.
We don't want.
Not a topic for the podcast. We're not going to talk about politics or the environment because the world is dying and everything is sad.
Well, I wasn't gonna go political into it. I was just
No.
making that statement.
I
She
just thought
jumped
it's
into
funny,
politics.
Like, yeah, you were thinking politics the whole way. No, because people are like,
I was just
up later
talking
on the side of like the highway, we're like where we see it. Like, oh, that's unacceptable. No one's going down into the ditches like of like in the woods somewhere, like where stuff might accumulate and like picking it out of there.
Exactly. That's the route I was going.
Well,
It's very self-serving.
We're all self-centered human beings.
Musicians, like, are on average, more self-serving
Yeah.
than other groups, perhaps.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Little egotistical, self-centered.
Fucking egos on us.
But yeah, that's cool. And I don't know, maybe we hope to contribute to the community as well with this podcast. Yeah, talk about this and that and just bullshit, but like maybe eventually talk about stuff like this.
Yeah.
if you have questions for us or topics for the next podcast, let us know.
You're really,
And we will discuss.
really forcing it. Forcing discussion. Let's see if we have any questions right now in the box.
What?
Nothing.
What
No,
box?
no questions.
I mean the chat. Did I say box? For those of you who can't see, this is really jank setup. We're in
That is not a jank setup.
Okay, well, let
that
me
doesn't
explain.
look jank at all. I don't know what you're talking
doesn't.
about.
We're in a bedroom with a blanket
No, man.
hanging on stuff.
What are you talking about? We're in
It's a backdrop.
we're in a fancy studio. What are you talking about,
The
man?
camera's
Yeah.
literally stacked on top of. Let's see.
No,
Give away
no.
secrets. Shut up. No.
It's a,
No.
He's like the masked magician up in here. Is anybody
We're-
out there actually know who the masked magician is? Are you too young to know?
No, what? The guy who sells out secrets, magician secrets.
Yeah, but when
He's
was
on
the last
Netflix.
time he did that?
He got on Netflix a few years ago.
Oh, he did? Shows what I know. I even have Netflix. I haven't even been seeing that. I've been watching anime. I mean, Stranger Things or something.
Stevie T.
What kind of anime do you like, Kurt?
Oh no, I'm put on the
You're
spot.
changing the subject. The camera's sitting on a box. It's sitting on a stack of boxes. There's
Oh
2
my
cans of whey
gosh.
protein, and there's 3 VHS tapes at the top. That's the worst. There's a tape in this box. It's a VHS tape box, and then 2
Figuratively
VHSs, and the camera's like
Oh god.
tilted on top of it. There's the whole thing's leaning over.
I like
You're ruining
ones.
it.
Not Jack.
They're supposed to think that we're super cool.
I like
and
action
famous.
anime.
I'm a whistleblower. I
Like
guess.
the Shield
Whistleblower
Rise of the Shield
shit.
Warrior or something, or
Stitches.
Shield
Did
Hero.
he switch stuff?
Shield Hero, that anime is freaking awesome.
Oh.
Shield Hero is awesome.
Yeah, it makes you want to
So
play
is,
Monster Hunter, right? With all your free time that you have.
Oh, I mean, it's completely different rule base than Monster Hunter, but
Whatever.
I freaking love Monster Hunter.
There's shields. Shields exist.
That's true. But everybody hates the guy with the shield in this anime, which is dumb, but it makes it so good.
Well, I haven't seen that.
You need to see it because it's great.
I need to see a
It's
lot of things.
great. And it's not even like 12 episodes. It's like a little over 24.
Oh.
It's like a
full-
real
the full
season.
run? Or like-
The first season
Oh, okay.
is just that. Hopefully that does the same thing with the second season. It's confirmed for 3 seasons.
I have found
So good.
an
Chivalry of
anime.
a Failed Knight's also really good.
Did you find it?
no. Let's see. This has been added to my watch list as recommended by my friend. Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious. Is the name of the anime.
That sounds like a parody.
It's not, unfortunately.
That totally sounds like a made-up anime for a joke. Where it's like the secret badass
Is that
anime.
what we're doing in this bedroom?
Like in the vein of One Punch Man.
Apparently, some guy is summoned to defeat a demon lord, but he won't do anything unless he trains profusely. And the woman that summoned him gets really frustrated.
Gotcha.
So it just seems like it would probably be only fighting montage and training.
So instead, forget that anime and watch How Not to Raise a Demon Lord, because that's also really good.
Evangelion!
Don't mess with the mic.
Evangelion! Watch it.
I actually still need to watch that. I haven't watched it yet. Those guys,
on Netflix.
Those guys always run out of
No.
budget like halfway through their
No,
show.
it is on Netflix.
Don't watch Evangelion on Netflix, for the love of God.
You're gonna ruin our audio quality.
I don't care. It's very important that all of our fans know this.
Well, now they know, but they don't know why. So we'll leave it at that.
Why shouldn't they watch it on Netflix?
Why should you not watch this thing that is ultimately convenient? Because everyone and their mother has Netflix.
Because they take certain things out and they change.
Did they censor it really bad?
They censored it.
I watched.
And now Kaoru doesn't say "I love you," and Shinji's not like, "You're the first person to say that you love
semantics.
me."
Listen,
and
just
it's important.
Put it
Gay love
in
is
English
important.
and then turn off the subtitles. Problem solved.
No, they redid the English.
Great.
That's crazy that they still censor stuff like that in this day and age. I guess they're worried that like young children will see it, which, by the way, that's screwed up. That they would even be like, "Oh, we can't let the young children see this."
It's too much for young children. Not the obscene violence or the coming on some comatose girl. No, it's the gay love.
Why am I watching this again?
Because it's crazy messed up.
Because all I know is like getting the damn robot Shinji.
They followed that up with a purely romance anime too.
Wait, what did they do? What did they follow that up with?
I can't remember what it's called. I just know that like it's about a guy that's he's really no, they didn't do that one. But he's got like he's really emotionally damaged. I think he may have been abused when he was a child or something. Mm. And so the girl that likes him, they're trying to have a relationship, but he's like really screwed up. It's kind of similar to like Perks of Being a Wallflower, but way more messed up. And they run out of budget halfway through the show, so like it's completely animated until the halfway mark, and then it's like slideshows of sketch drawings and like popsicle sticks with people attached to them and stuff.
What?
And they try to make it work.
Okay.
But yeah.
I'm gonna sit here and talk.
Can't remember what it's called, but you could probably look it up pretty easily.
I made this an anime podcast. We're musicians. We do music things.
Well, how did we get inspired by
Nexus.
anime?
Oh, I don't know if we said this. We are Nexus Lives, and we play what?
Metal.
We play polka.
Didn't we say we were Nexus
Polka.
Lives?
Oh, I said it was a Nexus Lives podcast. I figured it would be common sense that we are.
We are.
Because that's important to
Nexus.
say.
Now that we're almost half an hour in,
Woo!
we are Nexus Lives. Introduce yourself.
My name's Kurt Wondrely.
Wow.
What do you do, Kurt Wondrely?
No, introduce yourself.
I do
Go around.
literally everything, and then these schmucks have to try to match it.
Okay.
Pretty much.
All right. This is Kurt Wondrely. He's lead vocals.
I'm everything.
And guitar.
I'm everything.
And our recording engineer.
I do everything.
And you are?
I am Kelsey Whitney. I mostly play guitar. I try to.
When she can.
Please pay for robot hands for me so I can continue to play guitar.
They break. And our hearts break for you.
Yes.
Oh, am I doing stage name?
Yeah, well, we probably blew it already
Flynn,
3 times.
Demon Shimada.
Well, I don't get to introduce myself.
No.
Do it again.
And I'm Flynn Shimada. And I play bass.
He usually does it blindfolded because it's, it's too easy.
It's so easy.
It's too easy just playing the root notes. He has to blindfold himself so that he might blind his fingers from hitting them.
Huh.
So he'll just chug on the open E string.
It's for aesthetics. You like aesthetics, right?
It
like
is
the word
for
aesthetic.
aesthetics.
Only if it has spaces in between each letter.
Aesthetic.
Gross.
Aesthetic.
Can I mention that
How many C's?
the new Rammstein album has more than any other of the albums? That's all I can hear on certain songs.
Are you sure? We want to talk about music now? Is that okay? Can we do that here?
We can do whatever we want. It's our podcast.
No, I'm sorry. So I was watching Trigun the other day.
Get that. What do you need is more? Like,
he just really emphasizes the German.
He's singing German. If he happens to sing words that end the
Well, the end of the words.
And I probably triggered the shit out of somebody right there with that.
How dare you?
That is my thought.
Moist.
How did you like the Rammstein album that you slept through on the car ride here?
I needed that nap so bad. Thank
I
you
don't
for
know.
driving
I
us
mean,
to practice.
Rammstein is kind of like a lullaby for metalheads.
A lot of it is. Though listening to it last week at the housewarming party that we went to, that we hosted, it seems heavier even than the last album, which was also heavier than the album before it.
I know.
And that album was an abomination.
Rosenrot?
Yeah. Well, okay, it wasn't an abomination. There was good stuff on there, but it was like the weakest, like the least headbangy, fist to knee. Yeah, Rammstein album of all time. Easily. But this one's like even more heavy. It's like almost back to like Mutter, right? That was the album. Right?
Really? I don't feel like it's that heavy.
Well, we haven't finished it yet. We got 7 songs in.
I finished it.
Yeah, well.
This album that I bought for you, that I've listened to like 3 times now.
Well, it's background noise that party that you guys had a little bit ago to warm up for your new house. It sounded pretty
heavy.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's not heavy.
This is good in there. They're never really gonna. Well, probably not gonna put out like the heaviest album ever again.
I feel like it's very synth heavy. Like,
yeah,
if
well,
anything.
they went back to that. Yeah, they have one guy who's
Flocka, my boy.
His one job is to play keyboards.
He's got some great keyboard solos. You should all listen to them.
I love how he accentuates when it's a really easy solo. It's like 2-3 notes, and it's just like he's just twiddling the keyboard, and he's like doing literally anything else with the rest of his body, like doing a little jig or like walking on a treadmill or literally anything else. Like he doesn't pretend like it's super hardcore, hard to play. He's just goofing off the whole time.
Yeah,
he's the heart and soul of that band.
Exactly.
If anyone's willing to get pegged on stage, that guy should get due credit. I'm just saying. Okay, he wasn't actually pegged, but if you haven't seen this performance, they put Rammstein in jail, and then they didn't come back to the U.S. for like 6, 10, 20 years. It's awful, but awesome.
In our shows, I'm going to peg Charles on stage.
Nope.
I would love to see this. I would also love the band to be thrown in jail.
Any publicity is good publicity.
Exactly. And then I will write letters demanding that they release my band.
Yeah,
and
the publicity will be good.
I will
like, the fact
lead
that we're
mass
stuck in jail
lines.
would be bad.
No, it'll be worth it. And I'll lead rallies and we'll write signs and picket. We'll be huge.
Even Charles Manson was allowed to have his guitar in jail, so we'll just make music in the jail cell.
For the first time ever, they'll be forced to practice.
You're comparing us to Charles Manson?
No, I'm saying that he's much worse than us, so they would let us have our guitars. And we would record the best album from jail ever. And
that's not like
it would be.
There's actually pretty high bar on that one, right? I guess maybe it was recorded in prison, but like, what am I thinking of? Johnny Cash? Elvis probably recorded a song or 2 in jail. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
You don't know much.
Why is everyone putting me down?
Stop picking on me.
Because I wish you weren't so fucking awkward.
They only care that I'm.
Are we trying to keep this PG?
One.
Can I say?
You can say whatever you want. I don't care if we're monetized or not.
No.
YouTube would take it away anyway. We could have everything censored, do everything right, and they'll be like, "You're not ABC, so goodbye to your monetization."
Is this gonna go on our YouTube?
Of course it is.
Do you think anyone's gonna like actually play this and listen?
Yes.
I don't know. Are you listening right now?
Literally, no one's listening.
And tell us in the comments if you're listening.
Oh my god!
Nice plug.
That's what you're here for. You're the butt plug.
Help.
I'm gonna try to put this everywhere.
What?
I'm gonna try to put this everywhere. I'm gonna put it.
Oh man!
So it's gonna
be
How
awful.
long are we?
As long as we
recording.
want, I could splice this.
That is true.
So you can talk about how it all works. We should wrap up this one early.
This is our introductory podcast.
We got introductions out of the way.
Yeah.
Cool.
We talked about anime for half of it.
This is the Nexus Lives, we just say whatever podcast.
Next time,
We are
maybe.
Nexus Lives, and sometimes we play heavy metal and sometimes talk about garbage.
But,
We haven't mentioned garbage yet.
I mean,
They're pretty
great.
good. I like garbage.
Yeah.
I do too. But we should
Sometimes we
come
talk
up-
about music, but usually we talk about other things. At least that's what it seems like we're going to end up doing for this.
It's like hanging out with your friends, but you're not allowed to talk.
like me,
Just
because I'm
listen.
always interrupted.
What was that you said?
See how she has to yell to be heard? This is your everyday life, Kelsey.
Yes.
What'd you say?
You project without
you.
What? Huh?
Eh,
What?
eh.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what people want to hear. We're doing it.
What about my Totoro impression?
What is that? What? Huh?
Your
What is
Totoro.
going on?
Your Totoro.
What impression is that? I couldn't
that?
hear you. Could you repeat that again? I'm just waiting for the impression
The
of
date
Rurouni Kenshin or something.
is November 2nd, 3rd. Anyone know? Does anyone know what date it is?
It's the
What date is today?
5th.
It's whatever.
It is not the 5th.
the 3rd.
Well, see,
It is the
there's
third.
a 3
Yeah, I see
right there.
Why does that matter?
Because we're going to wrap this up. We're going to get going on today. November 3rd. We are Nexus Lives.
We play rock and roll.
Is it time to go?
Peace.
Goodbye.